It is Let's Talk Arts and Entertainment on WMAY, State of the Arts. We talk every Friday about the things going on around town. There is a lot to get to. I know both Gus and I have a lot going on today, so let's get into it with
Thanks,
Gus. How you doing, Gus?
I'm okay. It has been a very busy week. You're
Yes.
right about that.
It has been quite the week, but it'll be good this weekend. If you want to, you can relax, see some theater that is going on. American Idiot is in its second weekend. STC's American Idiot. It's great. I saw part of a rehearsal last week, and then I actually saw the whole show Saturday, and it's wonderful. It's so fun to watch everyone. Great album, American Idiot, and just everyone having a great time. The set is very cool, inventive. All the graffiti and then the projections in the background. The cast is great music, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, tickets have been selling really well. We've heard great things from people who've come to see the show. And again, Springfield Theater Center has produced this production, and we're really pleased that it's going well for them, and that we're really pleased that audiences are coming to see it.
Yeah, I think so. I've heard all sorts of good things, and it is one of those shows that, as you said, appeals to a much broader base of people than your average musical might, and it's
Right.
And a lot of people are really enjoying it. So I love this production, seeing it on Facebook, hearing people talk about it. So great, and it's great. It's going good. Still got tickets available for this weekend, but probably not a lot. So I'd get on that.
I heard your compatriot at the station, Greg Bishop, talking about it. And he goes, I don't really like musicals, but this one sounds good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's how a lot of people
so
are feeling about it.
People, they're reaching people who don't normally come to see something like that, and that's a wonderful opportunity to get someone interested and exposed to something that they might not have seen before.
Right, and they might say, "Hey, I'll see something else that maybe is sort of up my alley, or dip my toe into something that I might not usually see," and
sure,
that happens. So that's good. American
Horizons.
Yes, absolutely. So American Idiot is continuing this weekend. In a couple weeks, we'll have Elf the Musical, STC. They are. I saw a picture on Facebook that I think they already have the orchestra, which is pretty cool. So
wow.
they are. And I believe they're already running the show and everything. So excited to see that. I'll be there soon to catch some rehearsals to get video for the commercial and everything. But of the rehearsal I saw, a little bit that I saw was good, and they got a great cast, fun show, and it'll be great for Christmas time. And speaking of tickets, those are selling fast too. So I would recommend getting your tickets to that as well.
Well, I really enjoyed the movie. I've seen the musical before, and I think they did a great job of turning it into a stage production and adding wonderful music to it. It's just a really joyful evening, appropriate for kids and families to come see it together. So, yeah, this is a good opportunity to see a great Christmas production with your kids and your grandparents and everyone in between.
Yes, absolutely. So make sure you guys get your tickets to that. All sorts of shows coming up as well. There's also the auditions for the fourth STC show, which is the miscast cabaret, men singing women's parts, etc. Go back and forth on those. So that will be those are always fun, and so those auditions are coming up on the 27th, I believe.
Right. So the weekend that follows directly at Thanksgiving.
Yes. Yeah, so that'll be that Saturday, I believe. That Saturday morning should be when those auditions are. Also, briefly want to talk about later today, as in later from recording this, I'll be talking with Stella Cole again. She actually is releasing an album today, which is amazing. And I mean, she's super talented. She and her partner Emma, who she sings with, she's doing the album with. So talking with her, going to hear about that, some of her music, and excited to listen to it and talk to her.
Yeah, Stella is an amazing talent. My wife and I have been listening to her TikTok videos, and I first met Stella when she was at the Theater in the Park, and she played the lead in Secret Garden, Mary in Secret Garden. And my daughter was in that as Martha, and we got to see it several times. And even then, when she was 12 years old or so, she was obviously very gifted. She was in a radio production I did of A Christmas Carol. She was one of the daughters, along with my daughter. And then she was in what else? Oh, Godspell at the Hoagland, and a lot of shows locally. And
she was in
you watch her grow up and through high school. She was in our Steel Magnolias too. And I think she's going places. I think she's heading for a big career.
Yeah, she's great. I saw her in plenty of things. I believe we maybe only did one show together. We were in Peter Pan out at the Muni.
Oh, okay.
So I know her through that, but also seeing her different plays. She was in Diary of Anne Frank as well. She was Anne Frank's sister. She did a great job at that out at Theater in the Park. So yeah, no, she is. You're right. She's going places, and she's got a wonderful voice. If you've never heard her sing, look her up on TikTok and listen to her album, which comes out today.
Right. It's like she has a voice that's like velvet.
Yeah.
It's just smooth, and she sings standards just beautifully.
Yes, absolutely. So look out for her. Absolutely. Something happened right after basically we were recording last week with the Springfield Ballet Company. Now, we're not going to get into all the details because, quite frankly, we would be here all day because there's a lot going on. Unfortunately, Julie Ratz and Gina DeCroix Russell have both quit the ballet company. And I've known the both of them for well over 10 years. You might have known them longer, Gus.
Yeah.
And, it's a blow. I mean, it's tough.
Right.
And,
as is always the case in something like this, we don't know everything that happened. No. I do know that Julie and Gina have put on fabulous productions over the years. They are consummate artists, and I know they'll be missed in this capacity. The Nutcracker, I've often said, was the most professional production in town, and with the sets and the costumes and the lighting and the special effects, and taking dancers that were in junior high or high school and putting them side by side with professionals, it was pretty amazing. And I think they could easily compete with big city productions of the Nutcracker. So that's a major loss. And, my heart goes out to all the young dancers. The Nutcracker will go on this year, and they'll get their chance to do that. But it's been an unfortunate event for the entire arts community. Yeah. And it was very, I'm sorry to have seen this happen. And I hope the best for everyone, and especially Gina and Julie, of course, and then the kids.
The kids, they're, it's such a tough situation for them, especially. I mean, there's just a whole lot going on, as we said, on both sides, and so we we definitely extend our thoughts. At the end of
the day, we're not privy to all that information.
No, not at all.
Or should we be?
No.
So
absolutely. So we wanted to mention that because that is, there's a lot going on there. And also we want to talk about somebody I didn't know as well, but I know you did, Gus.
Yes.
Unfortunately, we lost a legend in the Springfield theater community this past week.
Right. Georgia Dirksen was the Muni's leading lady and Springfield Theater Center's leading lady for years. She and Sandy Wheeler and Shirley Thomas, my gosh, I apologize for that.
Okay.
Were three wonderful leading ladies that were very busy during the 70s and the 80s out at the Muni, and all, wonderful performers. Georgia was a great Mama Rose in Gypsy. She was matron Mama Morton in Chicago at Theater Center. In her younger days, she starred in Sweet Charity, and she was also a dancer and a great voice. She was Princess Winifred in Once Upon a Mattress at the Muni. Her maiden name was Sweet, Georgia Sweet Dirksen, and she was a sweet woman and a very, very talented woman. And again, it's a huge loss. She hasn't been active in recent years. She's been battling with health issues and finally lost that battle. And it is a real blow to the community, and she was dearly loved, and we wish her family, her husband George, and her daughters and extended family all the best, and sincere condolences.
Yes, absolutely. Sincere condolences. And there are services happening this weekend. And before we get to those, I do want to play a clip of her in Gypsy in that
great.
production from 1995. Jacob Potty put these clips up on Facebook, and he's been great at digitizing some of these Muni shows from years past.
Yeah.
He put up one of 42nd Street a while ago, but he put up some clips from this show, and here she is singing the final number in that show.
This time, boys, I'm taking the vows, and everything's coming up rose. Everything's coming up roses. Everything's coming up roses. This time for me.
Yeah.
Talented lady. And, that's a hard part for anybody. Yeah. And then to do it outside in the summer months, boy, she was a trooper and a wonderful, wonderful lady.
And if you're friends with Jacob Potty on Facebook, he does have that whole number, as well as When You're Good to Mama from Chicago. And
I watched that this morning. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Act 1 finale, Everything's Coming Up Roses. We all see a young Mary Young and Barry Weiss.
Barry Weiss, another legend, another local legend.
Yeah. So very, very good. So I believe Sunday is when the services are. Yes.
Sunday, right at Butler Funeral Home. Visitation, I believe, is from 1 to 4. And then the funeral service will be pretty short, as I understand it. And that's at 4 o'clock.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Well, she will be missed very much. I can tell. So,
hey, some positive news to share before we head out. And we've got the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade coming up.
Yes, we do.
We can end this on a positive note after some, other not good news.
Right.
Let's see. During the telecast, we will get 6, Moulin Rouge, Wicked, and a preview of Annie Live. That's, of course, on NBC for their Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Always a favorite for people in the arts community to sit down and watch, and the Rockettes and a bunch of other stars singing and performing. Just a wonderful tradition.
Yes, absolutely. That, the parade in general, that's always, that's like always on at my household, no matter what. It's always on. And I love, of course, theater, love watching all the performances and everything. So that'll be fun. We'll be watching that next week. That'll be.
CBS has a couple of shows too. They do another version of the parade. They do the generic version of the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade. Same floats and things, but they're at a different location and not officially sponsored. But they have Chicago and Waitress performing, as I understand it.
Very good. All right. Well, catch those as well. DVR them, switch back and forth channels. Do that so I can catch them. All right. Well, Gus still got some stuff going on this weekend. American Idiot, of course. Then Elf is coming up. Many auditions. I believe they already had auditions for Gem of the Ocean, so we should be castless soon. So that'll be coming up as well. We'll connect, if not next week, definitely the week after. Gus, thank you so much for joining me. We'll do this again next time.
All right. Thanks, Kevin. Happy Thanksgiving.
Welcome. Happy Thanksgiving.